Hello, boys and girls. My name is Larry, and today we will study Brain Bank Science Book number 18. The title of this book is Tunnels. Tunnels. Now, a tunnel is a passage. In Korean, you can say 통로, 통로. And tunnels go through many different things. Mountains, maybe they go through the road, maybe they go under the earth, maybe they go under buildings. We're going to learn a lot of different kinds of tunnels. Look at this picture. Is this a mountain? Maybe it's the side of a mountain. If we did not build a tunnel, we would have to drive all the way around. That could be very difficult. We can drive our car through this tunnel. Let's learn more about tunnels. We're going to learn about tunnels for traveling. That was like the picture you just saw. Driving or walking someplace, we often have to go through a tunnel. Service tunnels. These are tunnels built for some kind of specific purpose, not traveling. Tunnels for safety. Sometimes we build tunnels to protect people or animals. Planning tunnels. Where should we build it? How big should it be? Should it be long or short? Should it be high or should it be shallow? This is planning. And then, how do we build it? What equipment do we use? And then we can test 2 tunnels and review some very important vocabulary in the glossary. Are you ready? Let's get started. Look at these tunnels. We have a tunnel here. What is going through the tunnel? A car. Now, this is a hill. So the tunnel goes through the hill. If there was no tunnel, we would have to drive over the hill. Here we have a train tunnel. The train is coming through the tunnel. We can see the train tracks there. This is a very special kind of tunnel. Where is this? In the mountains? No. This tunnel is under the water. And you can see many different kinds of fish. So we have 3 very different kinds of tunnels used for different things. Tunnels go under the ground. Right here. They go through the mountains. Could be this picture and this picture. They go underwater too, in this picture here. If there was no tunnel, these people would be swimming in the water. Now we will learn about tunnels for travel. Travel. Moving from one place to another place. One place to another. In this first picture, we can see a boat. B-O-A-T. Boat. This tunnel is for traveling by boat. You can see the water here. Do you know what this is? Is this a car? No. Is this a train? Okay, it's a kind of train. This is a subway. S-U-B-W-A-Y. Subway. We build tunnels so the subway can go through them, just like in your city. How about this one? How are people traveling here? Are they on a boat? No. Are they in a subway? No. Are they in a car? Yes, they are traveling by car. How many tunnels can you count? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 tunnels. How many tunnels can you count on the entire page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put on your reading glasses and let's read about these tunnels. Tunnels carry cars and trains. Cars and trains. This is a special kind of train called a subway train. They carry boats too in this picture. They make travel easier. Easier. It is easier to go through the tunnel than over the mountain. That's why we build tunnels, to make it easier to travel. The next time you travel, look for some tunnels. Let's continue with our story. These tunnels are called service tunnels. 1, 2, 3. We do not use these tunnels for travel. You will not see any cars or boats or trains in these tunnels. We can use these tunnels for work. W-O-R-K. Work tunnels or service tunnels. Let's read about these tunnels. Tunnels carry water to cities. Which tunnel is carrying water? A, B, or C? C. You can see the water here. This brings water to the city and also away from the cities. Tunnels carry power cables. Power cables. This one's a little bit difficult. A or B. Power cables are usually very big. Which one do you think? A or B? This one. These are big power cables. They bring electricity to your home. They, meaning tunnels, carry telephone cables too. Telephone cables. In this one here. There's many different wires that you can see in this picture. These tunnels are called service tunnels. They are providing some kind of service to us, or we can call them also work tunnels. This tunnel here, do you see this picture? Is this a service tunnel? Let's look at the picture more closely. I can see a car. Are there cars in these pictures? No. Do you remember what kind of tunnel this is? Very good. This is called a travel tunnel. These are called service tunnels. We finished part 1 of our book. We've learned about travel tunnels and service tunnels. I'll see you again very shortly for part 2. Welcome back to part 2 of the book Tunnels. In part 1, we learned about tunnels for travel and tunnels for service, or service tunnels. Now, in this part, we will learn about tunnels for safety. For safety. To be safe. What does that mean? It means we want to protect someone or something from danger. So we use tunnels to protect people or animals from danger. We keep them safe. S-A-F-E. Safe. Let's look at our 3 different tunnels. Can you see what's in that picture? It's a little bit small, but we can see some crabs. Crabs. In this picture, we have many what? Children. Children. So here, we want the crabs to be safe. Here, we want the children or people to be safe. In this one, you can see horses and cowboys on the horses and the road above. We want to keep the horses, the animals, and the people safe. Put on your reading glasses and let's read from the book. Some tunnels go under busy roads. This tunnel is going under a busy road. You can see the car on top. They let people cross roads safely. Safely. If I have to walk across this road, maybe I will get hit by a car. So they build a tunnel under the road to keep people safe. Maybe you have tunnels like this in your hometown. Some tunnels let animals cross safely too. Let's move on to the next picture. Now we can really see the tunnel for the crabs. Tunnels for safety. Here we have a special road. Maybe we can even call that a bridge. Okay, and here is the tunnel, and there are the crabs. The crab crossing. So now the crabs can travel safely from here, over there, or from over there to here. They will not get hit by a car. Okay, now when we build a tunnel, we have to plan first. We cannot just build the tunnel. So planning tunnels. We have men in this picture. We have 2 men in this picture and a big piece of machinery. Do you know how to plan a tunnel? I don't. Let's read how to plan a tunnel. Engineers plan tunnels. Engineer? What's an engineer? An engineer is a person. So these men might be engineers. I am a teacher. They are engineers. They design how the tunnel will be built. They check the ground. They check it. Check? Just like that? No, they look at it. They make sure you can build a tunnel in that ground. If the ground is too soft, maybe you cannot build a tunnel. If the ground is too hard, maybe you cannot build a tunnel. They take rock samples. Rock samples. They take little pieces of the rock and they check it to see if they can build a tunnel in or through that rock. They take soil samples. Soil is the dirt. So we're taking samples of rock, samples of soil. These together are the ground. Soil, rock, maybe some creatures or leaves, all different parts of the ground. Then the workers turn on the machines. This is a very big machine. So after the engineer does all of this, the engineer must say, okay, you can begin working. If the engineer says no, they don't build a tunnel. They turn on the machines like this and they start digging using a shovel. But if you build a tunnel with a shovel like that, that will take a very long time. So they use machines here and here to build a tunnel much more quickly. And you can see they're building a circular tunnel here. Okay. We have finished part 2 of our tunnel book. We learned about tunnels for safety and planning tunnels. I'll see you again very shortly for part 3. Welcome back to part 3 of the book, Tunnels. In part 1, what did we learn? We learned about travel tunnels for cars, boats, and people. And we also learned about service tunnels where water might go through, or cables or wires. Then in part 2, what did you learn? We learned about tunnels for safety. Do you remember the crabs? We want to make sure the crabs and people and animals can cross safely under the road. Then we learned planning to build a tunnel. Do you remember what those people are called who plan? Very good, engineers. Now we will learn building tunnels. Look at all of these people. Wow! Look at that machine. Can you see in these pictures? They're all wearing a white hat. Why are they wearing a white hat? To protect their head. When building a tunnel, maybe rocks will fall down. If a rock hits you in the head, it will really hurt. Look how big this machine is. Is it bigger than you? Is it bigger than a car? Yes. Now, can you see a shape in these tunnels? Are these tunnels square? Do they look square to you? No. Do they look like a triangle? No, they don't. Do they look like a circle? Yes, they do. We'll find out why most tunnels are shaped like this. Do you have your reading glasses? Let's read the story. Many workers help build a tunnel. Can you count all of them? Maybe 20 or 30. That's a lot of people. Sometimes they dig at both ends. So one group of workers start here. The other group of workers start here. And they dig, 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 and then they meet in the middle. Wow, that's pretty cool. Then they meet in the middle of the tunnel. Wow. Now look at this picture. You can see there are 4 men building that tunnel. Let's continue reading the story. Now we get to practice making your very own tunnel. This will be a test, 2 tunnels. So you will build 2 different kinds of tunnels. They will look a little bit different. This is what you will need. You need card stock. This is heavy paper. You will need at least 2 pieces. You need 4 heavy books. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need a pair of scissors. 1 pair of scissors and some molding clay. Some clay that you can make into different sizes. Do you see this picture here? Is this a circle like I showed you before? No, it's not. A circle looks like this. This is a different kind of shape. This is called an arch. A-R-C-H. Arch. You can remember the name because you can see the letter A. Arch. Now, let's look at these colors. What color is this arch? Very good, it's red. And you can see the books here. 1 yellow book, 1 green book, 1 purple book, and 1 blue book. Now, what is the boy putting on top of the arch? What is that? Is that a little book? No. That is the molding clay. Molding clay. Okay. Which shape do you think is stronger? Which shape is stronger? We have an arch here. Do you remember how to spell arch? A-R-C-H. What shape is this? This is a kind of rectangle. So which shape do you think is stronger? Arch or rectangle? And we can ask this question in just a minute. The first thing we have to do to build our 2 tunnels, cut 2 strips of card stock. 2. Make them the same size. Same size. Bend 1 strip into an arch, like this. Put it between the 2 books. 1, 2. The next one, fold 1 strip into a rectangle. Put it in between 2 books. 1 book, 2 books. Different shapes. Break the clay into little bits. Little bits, small pieces. Small pieces. Make them the same size. try and make all of the pieces the same size. Put some bits on the arch. Right up here. Put some there. Put some there. And put some bits on the rectangle here. Okay, you can see these two pictures. Now, why do you think most tunnels look like this? You saw in all of the pictures, they looked like a circle or they had an arch. Why? Why don't tunnels look like that? Because this shape is stronger, much stronger than this shape. Okay, so we try and make tunnels that look like arches or circular in shape. Let's go over some very important vocabulary from the book, Tunnels. The first word is arch. Remember how to spell it because you can see the letter A. It is a shape that is rounded at the top. Rounded. Or you can say curved. Curved. A cable. Remember we saw the cables in the service tunnels. Service tunnels. A cable is a wire used to carry telephone lines or electricity. So if you have electricity in your home, there are cables that go to your home from someplace far away. An engineer. Am I an engineer? I am a teacher. 선생님. An engineer is a person who plans roads, bridges, and tunnels. We saw roads in our pictures today. Did we see any bridges? Can you remember? Yes, we saw one bridge. That bridge was with the travel tunnels. And there were 3 of those tunnels, and the cars were driving on the bridge. We saw some of them. And we saw many tunnels. Can you remember all of the tunnels? What kinds of tunnels we learned? Number 1, travel tunnels. Travel tunnels. Number 2, service tunnels. Service tunnels. And number 3, tunnels for safety. Tunnels for safety. The last word, sample. A sample. A small amount of something. This can be rocks or dirt or soil. Maybe even food. If you are eating some food, maybe you're eating 제육덮밥, and I want to try some of your food. I will take a little sample and say thank you. We have finished our book about tunnels. I will see you in the next book. Have a great day. Goodbye.